Hello ghosties and ghoulies, welcome back to the channel. It's time yet again for a pick a card reading. I hope that this week finds you well and that you are happy and energetic and having a great week. And that this week ahead is going to be just as good. So the way I do this is, for anybody who's new to the channel, I pull out a card, 3 cards actually, and then I pull tokens, and whatever token is most appealing to you, that'll be your card for the week. So that's kind of how it works, and hopefully there'll be some good messages in here today. So from there, and okay, I'm doing that one. All right, let's have a look and see what your week is going to look like and what you're going to experience this week. So let's pull some tokens. Oh, it's a very tiny little token. Oh, it's a tiny little key. Oh, it's a tiny little key. My gosh, you can barely see this. I don't even know how I grabbed this out of the dish. It's so small compared to the rest of the tokens. It's a tiny little key, and there's a little 4-leaf clover on the end of it. So this is about unlocking things. It also could be about secrets. And this could be about making small changes or small adjustments. Unlocking small, what seems to be small instances, small doorways, small journeys, small paths, but the smallest thing is the thing that's going to bring you the most luck. And it's like this tiny little thing that seems insignificant is going to be incredibly lucky. So if that's something that intrigues you, the first card is your card. Let's have a look. So for the second little token is the seahorse, and these are very unique little creatures. As opposed to most fish, they're very, very different. They have a kind of equine or horse-like appearance, and they also have kind of a bony structure to them, to their appearance at least. So this can be about protectiveness, it can be about protection. But the other interesting fact about seahorses is that the males of the species actually are the ones that give birth to the babies, and this may be about doing things in your own way, or doing things differently, or transformation, or kind of a joining, or different expectations, having a different expectation, and being very different. So like I said, seahorses are very unique creatures. The other thing about these creatures are, many of the species are actually monogamous, and they mate for life. So if that's something that appeals to you, and that the seahorse appeals to you in any way, then this might be the card for you. So let's have a look at your last. Okay, so you have a message from Spirit. This will be a message from either somebody on the other side or your spirit guide or angel. This is a wing, and that's what these symbols usually mean, and the connection to spiritual messages. So if you're looking for spiritual guidance, this might be the card. All right, let's have a look at your little tiny lucky key. I love it. It's so cute. All right, just set these aside. All right. So your card for this week is the Hanged Man. This is about a decision that you're making. Hanged Man is about decision making, and this is upright. I know it looks upright to you, but it is actually meant to be upside down. He's meant to be hanging towards me, which he is. So it's upright, which means that this is a decision that a decision you're reaching, a decision you're making, and it may be a small decision because the key is very small. Or maybe the change that's needed is very small. Whatever decision that you're making, whether it's big or small, but particularly the detail-oriented stuff, the small decision is going to set off a chain of very lucky things that are coming for you. The decision that you're making this week, small thing, might seem like insignificant. It's actually very significant because it's going to bring a change of fortune for you. It's going to bring luck into your life. So very happy to see that. Awesome card. So the second one is the seahorse, which is about being something other than ordinary and doing things in a different way and being very unique. There's such a profound uniqueness to these little creatures. So let's have a look and see what your card is about this week. Oh, okay, I understand this completely. This card is the 8 of Wands, and what it signifies when it's upright is arrows of love. okay? In this case, because of how I read the cards, this is actually a reversal. So what I am seeing here are, for some of you, this week you might be challenged by opinions of other people, other people's jealousy, other people's negative opinions of how you do things and who you are. And you might be challenged in these things. And this is, I think that this is true because of the connection to this creature. And this creature, it is unique. It is different than everybody else around it. It has a lot of unique and beautiful attributes. And oftentimes, people have a lot of negative things to say when you stand out from the crowd, when you are different, when you are unique. You are going to be faced with people that don't like that and that have negative things to say about it. And you'll also be faced with the weight of other people's judgments about you, which you shouldn't ever take on. I have a wonderful saying that I heard and I use often, which is, other people's opinions of me are none of my business. And I think that's kind of the message to take on this week for you, because it feels like, because of your beautiful uniqueness and the unique way that you do things, you might be faced with some uncomfortable moments this week where people around you are acting in ways and saying things that are negative about you. And it comes from a place of jealousy because they don't stand out. They're ordinary and you are not. Okay? So remember, honor your uniqueness and don't worry about all this messaging. You know who you are and you know your beautiful, unique, one-of-a-kind abilities that you have. You don't need to take on this messaging and understand where it's coming from. It's coming from a place of envy. It's coming from a place of jealousy, and you don't need that in your life. So it's good to know it, see it when it happens, but don't take it on. Their opinions are not your problem. Okay? So that's that one. Let's have a look at the spirit message for this week. With our beautiful angel wing or feather, either one of those. This will be about spiritual messages and messages from spirit guides or ancestors on the other side or people on the other side. So that's what this is about. Okay, so let's have a look and see what your card is saying. Okay. Your card is talking about competition and struggle, and there is a spiritual message or spiritual guidance with this, with the feather. It's kind of about picking your battles and knowing when to withdraw from battle and knowing which. It's like pick your battles is the message in the thing, in the card. It's about not being overwhelmed by feeling like you have to compete with everybody around you, or not feeling overwhelmed that you have to actually engage when people want to argue or fight or have conflict. You don't have to engage in that. Sometimes peace is your option. And your peace of mind is probably more, and definitely more, your peace of mind is more important than any battle that you're going to be waging or that's going to be, you're going to be thrust upon you this week. So walking away from conflict this week is where your peace will lie. And only if you have to engage in conflict, know why you're doing it. Pick your battles accordingly. Don't fight if you don't have to this week. Because it's not going to be good for your peace of mind. For peace, which is all about spirituality, the spiritual message in this is a peaceful one. You're being kind of directed away from conflict and not engaging this week. That doesn't mean that you don't stand up for yourself, but it's like when people are trying to just fight for the sake of fighting, maybe it's best to just walk away. Okay? So that's your message for the week. Maintain your peace at all costs. So those were your messages for this week. I hope that they found you well. I hope you're enjoying the sunshine. It is the second week of June, and I am absolutely loving the sunshine actually right now. I have lots of events and things coming up, lots of public events happening, and you can find all that information down below in the description. And if you have any questions or there's anything else that you'd like to see on the channel, if you have any suggestions of the things that you might want to have a look at it on the channel or want me to do on the channel, please let me know. I'm really open to that. This is your channel as well as it's mine, and I would like you to actually enjoy it. So if you have anything you want to say or you have any questions, please feel free. Until next time, stay healthy, stay happy, and don't be afraid of the things that go bump in the night, because they're there in the light too.